Good morning, boys and girls. I hope that you're all well and that you've all had a good week. This morning we're going to be looking at a verse from the Bible, and it is found in the book of John. In chapter 8, verses 12, it says, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." So to understand the meaning of this verse, I want you to imagine that you're in a dark room. All the lights are turned off, it's nighttime, it's completely dark and you can't see anything. And this dark room represents our sin. And sin is when we say, do or think things that upset God. But whenever you turn on a light, it helps you see. And Jesus came into this world as a baby so that he could save us. He is our light and we will never be in the darkness when we have him as our friend. And we can ask Jesus to come into our hearts to lead us out of darkness and to take away our sins. We are now going to look at some examples in the Bible where God has been a light and he has led his people out of the darkness. You may remember that Philip spoke to us about the story of Jonah. Jonah was on a boat trying to run away from God when a big storm started. Jonah told the other men to throw him overboard, but the Lord provided a huge fish to swallow Jonah. The Lord protected Jonah from the deep sea. God kept him safe and had a bigger plan for his life. A few weeks ago, Wendy told us about the story of Noah. God told Noah to build a big boat as he was going to send a flood to cover the earth as it was filled with evil things. But God protected Noah and his family. He kept them safe in the ark. This shows us that God was a light for Noah. The world was a dark place, but God protected him and saved him from the darkness. Another example is the story of Daniel. Daniel was a young boy who was thrown into the lion's den, but God protected Daniel from the lions. Daniel trusted in God and said, "My God sent an angel, and he shut the mouths of lions. They have not hurt me because I have done nothing wrong." This shows us again that if we trust in God, he will always be with us. He will protect us and he will lead us out of the darkness. And during this scary time, it can be quite confusing for all of us, and the world can be seen as a dark place. But we need to remember that God is in control and he has a plan over all of this, and we can just trust in him and he will be with us all.